Company is committed to education in the Ottawa area and is proud to support St. Peter and Paul School in today's New 6. Local support has also been provided by the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation, Bowling Green State University, and the members of WBGU TV.
Hi! We're the 6th grade class of St. Peter and Paul School. Welcome to
Welcome to this week's edition of News 6. Today's program is brought to you by the 6th grade class of St. Peter and Paul Elementary in Ottawa. Ottawa is located 22 miles west of Findlay on State Route 224. Founded in 1834, Ottawa currently has a population of around 4,000 people.
There's an old saying that goes, gotta sing, gotta dance, and that describes our first subjects pretty well. Reporter Drew Mackey takes us on a visit to a choir that just can't keep still.
Hi, I'm Drew Mackey, and we're here to visit a special choir. The Ottawa Glandorf Show Choir was formed 4 years ago. Choir director Ted Albrock says that a show choir is different than traditional choirs.
I've been working so hard, I'm punching my card.
A show choir is different from a concert choir in that a show choir moves. There's lots of choreography. They move almost constantly while they sing, while a concert choir generally just stands and performs their pieces. Dancing makes singing more difficult from the breathing aspect. Many times you're running out of air from the motions that you're doing, and it's hard to keep the singing going. I also think the choreography makes it easier to remember the words and how the song is supposed to go.
Singing in a show choir looks like a lot of fun, but the members take their music very seriously.
Show choir is fun because, number one, we're good, and number two, we get to go out and perform for lots of people, and performing is the main attraction to this group. Our show choir practices about a half hour every day, and then one night a week we practice for an hour and a half, and that time we specialize and work on our choreography and dancing. Singing in a choir is much like anything else. If you want to do a good job, you need to practice, and we need lots of practice before we do our shows. Most of our performances are at the high school. We do 3 concerts there every year, and then we do many performances throughout the community for different groups at different places. Hopefully the choir members take out of this experience the joy of performing.
Come on, let's go.
This is Drew Mackey reporting for News 6.
Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, footloose.
Some people spend their entire lives living in the communities where they were born. Others travel the world to follow their dreams. Reporter Julie Raines recently talked to a man who spent 26 years serving his church in a foreign land.
Hi, I'm Julie Raines, and I'm going to talk to Father Tom Hemp about his years in Chile.
Today, Father Tom can be found at St. Peter and Paul Parish in Ottawa, but for 26 years he did missionary work for the Catholic Church in Chile.
Originally, I'm from Miami County, Piqua, Ohio, and I chose to go there. I asked, when I was a student already, asked if I could go to Chile. Missionary work is when someone goes from his own country or his own culture and to another country, like me going to Chile. My work, in a sense, was a lot the same as it is here in a parish, visiting the sick, leading the liturgy at Mass, and many of the same kind of duties, but in a different language and a different culture.
Father Tom says that, although we are alike in many ways, there are also important differences between cultures of Chile and Northwest Ohio.
There's not as many stretches of land like there is here in Ohio, being real close to the Andes Mountains on one side and the Pacific Ocean on the other.
I asked Father Tom whether Mass is any different in Chile.
Mass is basically the same as what we do here in St. Peter and Paul, as it would be all over the world.
Although Father Tom likes living in Ottawa, he will never forget his years in Chile.
What I remember most are the people, and I guess I remember the geography too, the beautiful mountains with the snow in them in the wintertime, the rivers, and living close to the ocean.
This is Julie Raines reporting for News 6.
Will the TV ratings help parents decide what programs their kids should watch?
Yes, because they have someone else's opinion to help decide what their child should watch.
No, because parents usually don't care what their kids watch on TV.
Yes, because parents can decide at the beginning of the program if they think their kids should watch that show.
No, because parents don't have total control over what their kids watch.
Yes, so parents will know if the show is suitable for their kids to watch.
No, because it might give parents the wrong idea about shows that aren't as bad as the ratings make them seem.
So far this winter has been very snowy and cold. With weather like this, it's good to have things you can do inside. Reporter Matt Reiki has a suggestion to help us find the perfect indoor game.
Hi, I'm Matt Reiki, and today we're visiting the Highland Lanes Bowling Center in Ottawa.
The Schrader family has been in the bowling business since 1977. Randy Schrader says that bowling is very popular in Ottawa, especially during the winter. We asked Randy to give us some pointers.
Well, the object of the game is to throw the ball, knock all 10 pins down with one shot. Scoring is, if you get a spare, you get 10 plus your next delivery. On a strike, you get 10 plus your next 2 deliveries.
No matter how many times you knock the pins down, there's always more ready to go. Randy took us behind the scenes to see how it all works.
There's a part on the machine called a sweep. The sweep comes down, the table will come down and feel for the pins that you have left. Pick them up, the sweep will take off the dead wood, which is the pins you knocked down, off the lane, and the table will respot the remaining pins so you're ready to throw your second ball.
If you want to bowl, you'll need a few things to get you started.
Not everyone uses the same kind of bowling ball. There are different weights. They start at 6 pounds and go up to 16, depending on age, strength, size of the person. Dampness is a bad thing in bowling. If you have wet shoes, you stick. You do not want to stick when you're on the approach. You don't want to hurt yourself. You have to have a pair of bowling shoes so you can slide to make a good delivery.
This is Matt Reiki reporting for News 6.
That's all for this edition of News 6. Be sure to watch next week when News 6 will be brought to you by the 6th grade class of Our Lady of Lourdes Elementary in Toledo. Goodbye.